And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See.
before it was 4:30 only, we were getting a lot of messages. If you notice, start the class start kijiye. So I guess they're very, they are losing their patience now and they want you to take over. So I hope all of
Yes,
you
yes,
will have
yes.
an amazing. Please keep camera close to paper. Okay. She will be zooming in. Okay, Kavya ma'am, she just zoom in just a moment. Right, Priya ma'am, you will be zooming in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Kavya just showed that your paper. Yeah. Is it better now,
Okay.
Kavya? Are you here?
Is it better?
Better, guys? Mishri, Kajal, all of you? Better, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Priya ma'am, you can take over from here. And I hope all of you will be with us till the end because there's a lot that we have for you guys. And you guys have a superb time with us. That's what I'm expecting. So, yeah, Priya ma'am, you can take over from here.
Okay, Saina. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Priya and I'm from Nagpur and I'm teaching on bit class from last 2 years as Sahina ne
Hi, ma'am.
color painting. So first of all, I'll just tell you everything about watercolors and what material.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Yeah, just 1 minute, na, just 1 minute. Please give me a confirmation regarding my voice and everything.
We cannot hear you. Now we can. Like it's, you were on mute actually, I guess.
Yes,
And
no,
now
no,
it's moved.
actually, so sorry for the
Yeah.
disturbance.
What
Okay,
about it?
so let's quickly start with at the starting with the materials. Okay, I'll just tell you everything about materials. So first, I'll tell you about watercolor paper. Okay, because we'll go step by step because this is just a beginner class. So I thought to start with very basic thing. So at the starting, as you can see on my paper, it is written that watercolor first we have to see the which watercolor paper we should use. Okay, so it's very important to see the GSM of your paper. So what is GSM? That what is going to be thickness of your paper. Like if I have this a very basic uh, printout sheet paper, and if I'm having this 300 GSM paper, so as you can see, आप देख के ही आपको लगेगा yeah, there is a lot of difference between both the papers, right? This is very easily
Understand
foldable.
only English, ma'am.
Okay, okay. No, like I've seen like there are so many students who don't understand English in my class, right? So okay, I'll do in like I'll say in both the things, okay, in Hindi and English both.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Okay, so it means that the very basic GSM for watercolor paper is 300 GSM, which we use for our watercolor paintings. Okay, so if you have any substitute, so you can go with 200 GSM or 250 GSM, like in between 300 and 200 is good for watercolor paintings. So whenever you go on any stationery or any Amazon, any website, then you can just check out the description which watercolor paper is good for your like is good for your painting. Okay, so I think now you understand what is a GSM, what should be a GSM of your paper when you're doing watercolor painting. Then now I'll come up with watercolors. So yeah, as you can see here, I have two different types of watercolors. So this is artistic watercolor cakes, and this one is watercolor tubes. So I usually suggest my students to go with watercolor cakes at the starting because there are 18 shades in the color palette. Don't just see my color palette. I know it's very messy right now. So when you can see here, there are 18 shades. So it's very easy to handle. Like it's going to be very easy for any student to carry this pellet and just have it, and you can go anywhere and you can just take it with you. So it's a very nice, and it's affordable also, not that much expensive. And this is the second option. Like there are so many students those who are not using acrylic cakes, like these watercolor cakes, so they can go with tube colors. Okay, so you can,
Mom,
if
your video is stuck.
uh, my video is stuck. I don't think so.
No, I guess I can see it. Anybody else?
Yeah, yes. No,
It's showing. It's showing. No, no worries. I just.
it's snowing. Kavya, what is she saying? It's
No,
snowing.
it's showing. I guess by mistake.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Someone is asking difference between cold and hot press paper. Okay, very good question. So, like there are two different types of papers. Okay, one is cold press paper and one is hot press paper. So the main difference in both the papers are they both are watercolor papers. Both are watercolor papers, but the main difference is the texture of the paper. Like when we go on the hot press papers, they are little more in texture, in textured paper. And when we go on the cold press paper, they are little like what you can say. They have less textured paper and a smoother surface. So if I'm telling you like I'm using cold press paper because it gives a very smooth texture. So there are two different types of paper. One is rough and one is uh, textured paper and one is non-textured. So cold one is non-textured and the hot press is textured paper. Okay. Thank you for this question, Chinu. Thank you. Yeah. So this is about watercolors. So if you have any watercolor right now with you, you can go with that. Like it's absolutely fine. But I'll suggest you this brand, Camel brand, is very good for watercolors. And one is yeah, I think this one is good for beginners. I'll not suggest any other brand. If you have any other, you can use that. Now I'll come up.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I use these wala brand ka papers, Canson ka.
Canson, yeah, this is very good. You can go with two brands. One is Brewster brand and one is Canson. I have written also. So Canson brand is very good because the texture of this paper is really very amazing.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, very good. And what is the GSM of this paper? 200 or 300?
Um, uh, okay, where's the GSM written? I don't know that.
नहीं नहीं वहां पे देखो आप लिखा होगा at the
Okay,
front.
the GSM it's like 185 around like 200.
So see, this GSM is little lesser, right? This is not exact 200 or 300 in between that. So we usually, like, I'm just suggesting you for for your future paintings, for your future watercolor paintings, just go with 200 to 300 GSM for watercolor paper.
Okay, ma'am,
Okay,
sure. Thank you.
welcome. Okay, so now I'll come up with brushes. So like there are so many different types of brushes and different brands are there in market, but if we are a beginner, we just focus on a very like in a very less amount so we can have a very good watercolor brushes. Okay, so first of all, I'll just tell you there are two different types of brushes. One is round brush and one is flat brush. So there are so many technical things a lot like in brushes, but at the starting you should understand only this thing that there are two different types of brushes, round and flat. Okay, so first I'll go with this brand. Like this is Dome's brand. Okay, so this brand is very good for beginners. So if you are a beginner, you can just go with this brand. You'll get all different types of brushes with different numbers in this brand. Okay, and you can go with Brewster brand also. Like I'm having these two, three brands. One is Camblane, second one is Brewster, and third one is Domes. You can go with any of this brand and always try to keep your watercolor brushes like separate from your any other medium like acrylic paintings anything. Just try to make कि आपके brushes अलग ही रहे because all other mediums are totally different from watercolor medium. Okay, so today we'll use these two brushes only. Like this one is flat brush, so you can go with any bigger flat brush. Like I am having 6 number brush right now. So you can go with 10 also, like any bigger one. We need a bigger flat brush and one miniature round brush. Okay, so number 0, number 1, or 3 also. 3 can also work for your painting. And just try to use A5 sheet for your painting, today's painting. Don't try to use bigger paper for your painting, because what will happen now, because if you are a beginner na, then you'll not understand the techniques and everything at the starting. So just try to start with a smaller paper. No, Mishri, you can just make your half of your paper. You have A4
Okay.
sheet, right? You can just make
Yeah,
half
sure.
of your sheet, so it will become A5. So
So
then
you
you'll
want me
put,
to just
yeah, you can just
okay.
cut it. आप कट
Yeah,
कर
ma'am.
सकते हो.
And ma'am, I have a 3 number brush. Is it okay?
Yeah, it will work. Great, it will work.
Yeah.
Any smaller brush do
Okay,
you
ma'am.
have? We need only two brushes for today's painting, right? As I told you.
Yeah, ma'am. I have a smaller brush, I guess.
Okay. So
Ma'am,
now I'll just, yeah,
ma'am,
yes,
these brushes.
I was saying. Okay, Lovepreet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can use these brushes. You have, I think you have this Camlin brand, right? That green red one.
Yes, ma'am.
Camlin, or which brand is this? I think so because I've seen these brushes. It is written.
Western something लिखा है.
Okay, like there are so many brands, na?
Right, right.
Ah, no problem. You can use these brushes. It's fine. Okay, first I'll just tell you two different types of
Ma'am, is this size paper correct? Like, is this
yeah,
enough?
yes. For this technique, you can use any rough paper, any rough watercolor sheet, because this is
Okay,
just
so
two different types of techniques. Okay, this is for everyone. These सबके
ma'am,
लिए है.
I'll just go grab a normal paper till then. I'm
हाँ,
ready.
sure. Okay, let's just do it quickly. Okay.
Ma'am, I bought the paper. Have you started anything yet?
Yeah, no, not right now. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, it is written that first technique is wet on wet technique. Okay, so I'll just tell you what is this technique. I'm just having my one round brush for this technique. Okay, I'm having my round brush number 3 only for this technique part. Okay, so as you can see here, it is written wet on wet technique. So what this technique means that our surface, my this block, first block is going to be I'll apply water in this part, and then I'll apply my wet brush with color. Okay, so I'll just do it step by step. You can just see. Okay, so please everyone mute yourself, okay? Otherwise some disturbance is coming. Okay, so now I'm adding water in my this first box. So I'm not adding too much water. It depends on your paper, right? Like I'm using 300 GSM paper. So it's going to be very easy for my paper to hold water on the surface. But if you're using any 200 GSM or less than 200 GSM paper, then it's going to be little tough for you to hold water on the surface. So just try to add a very less amount of water on your surface. Now I'll take one color. You can go with any color. It's not that compulsory to have the same color. So see, my surface is wet and my brush is also wet. Okay, so that's why this technique is known as wet on wet technique. And now what I'll do, I'll just drop the color on the surface. So it will create this textured sort of thing on the surface. Now what I'll do, I'll just change my color to just show you how we can merge the colors in this technique. So now I'll take one orange color, it's similar family color. Now on the same surface, I'll add orange color also. So as you can see here, this is our first technique, wet on wet technique. So in this technique, our surface is also wet and our brush is also wet, so that we can create this textured surface. Now I'll come up with second technique. So in second technique it is written wet on dry technique, like wet on dry. So it means that our surface is going to be dry and my brush is going to be wet. Okay, the same thing जो हमने पहले की, but in this technique, hello. Okay, so in this technique, my surface is going to be dry. Okay, so I'll just have one more color with my brush. I'm just cleaning my brush and I'll take a yellow color. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't added any water here, right? So now what I'll do, I'm taking yellow color and my brush is wet right now. I'll just apply this color on my surface. So as you can see, there is little difference in both the techniques. Like first one is looking little textured because of that dropping the colors on the surface, and the second one is smoother because we have just applied color on the surface with a Okay, so is anyone is done with this technique? They can just show me. Okay, great.
Ma'am, I'm done with the technique. The
Yeah,
wet and dry wala is okay, but the wet on wet wala, because I
is
use like a
it
no.
messy? Yeah,
Okay, so
I can understand. So it's
uh,
absolutely fine. Just give me 1 minute. Na, मैं एक बार देख लेती हूँ. I can. Okay, Lovepreet. Yes, very nice. Great. This yellow one is your first technique, right? And this pink one is your second. It's looking like pastel shades, and it is very pretty. Good, nice. I can see the difference. Okay, Mishri. Yeah, you are just showing me.
and ma'am, the wet on wet wala use like the normal A4 sheet paper, like normal wala, not the Canson
No.
wala.
Yeah, you can use it on Canson.
Yeah, okay. So from the
Okay,
next one,
so great,
Okay,
great, Mishri.
mine is mine also done.
Okay, I'll मैं नाम से भी देखती हूँ. Okay, Kavya. Yes, Kavya. Your this is your first technique and your second one. Okay, very good. Nice. Dhruv. Very nice, Dhruv. Good. Okay, Ankita. Your green one is your first technique and your red one is second one. Good. Nice. Kajal. Very good, Kajal. Your techniques are looking very nice. I think in first one your paper like you have a lot of water in the surface, right? You have added a lot of water. No problem. Just try to in that's what the main thing. Na? In our first technique, we have to be very patient and we have to add a very less amount of water. Otherwise, what will happen? It will create a little messiness in your surface and in your painting also. Okay, PU. Yeah, great. Very nice. This is looking very beautiful. Okay, anyone else? Yes, we'll be doing a scenery painting in this session.
uh,
Satyam Patel, can you repeat what you want me to repeat? Can you please just tell me? I can't repeat my whole class right now. Okay, so I think everyone is done with the techniques. So, Mishri, you can just have that technique part also in your Canson sheet. So, no problem. You can do it after
yeah,
the
ma'am.
class. I
Sure,
think
ma'am.
now you understood, right? The techniques.
Yeah, I did.
Great. Okay. So, yeah, let's start our painting. I don't have painting right now, so I'm doing it by like imaginary painting. So you can just tape down your paper if you have masking tape or washi tapes. Otherwise, you can just have it your paper as it is. Okay, no problem. So I'm having washi tape right now with me. So I'm taping my paper on the surface. So like it's very important to tape down your paper because with this you can do your painting very nicely. Otherwise, your paper will move from here and there. You can't do it.
Ma'am, I did it on the Canson wala paper and then it's more good.
You have done it on Canson?
Yeah, ma'am, and it's more
Yeah.
good.
So I think now you can see the difference, right? In both the
Yeah, ma'am.
papers. So
Yeah.
it's very important to understand like these all these things also. Because when we practically do it, na, then we'll understand
Because when, like,
how.
in the normal paper, when I was doing, nothing was happening. And then in this, when I was just touching it, it was just going like everywhere.
Yeah, that's why watercolor paper is very important for these sort of paintings. So very great. Like it's nice that if you guys want to learn something now, so you have to be in depth. Like you have to understand everything.
मैम is this वाला पेपर ये वाला टेप चलेगा ना? This is also a tape only.
Yeah,
The,
this is the masking tape. This is
yeah, this is
exactly
the
the
one.
masking tape. Yeah, I'm using washi tapes because actually I don't have masking tape right now. So
So I'll just use the masking tape.
yes. Okay, so for today's painting,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah, yes.
Ma'am, are we going to do a whole painting right now?
Yeah, a little small painting, not that
Okay.
much bigger, but this is going to be just a scenery painting because it's just a beginner's class, right? So this is a workshop for all the beginners and everyone who don't know about watercolor paintings or they
Yes.
just want to learn something. So, okay,
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
welcome. Okay, so now I have my paper right here. And for today's painting, we need two colors for the background. Okay. Okay, so please don't say anything in between the class because वो थोड़ा सा disturbance create होता है and I just forgot मैं भूल जाती हूँ मुझे क्या बोलना है so please if you have any questions you can just type it down. Okay, so for today's painting we are going to be with two colors for the background. Okay, then we'll work with black color on the top of it. So I'll go with I'm just showing you the color also. Okay, maybe you don't have that exact color, but you can just have that similar, little similar color. So I'm going with this one. This is the red color, a little lighter red color. You can just go with little lighter and then orange color, or you can use yellow color. So it's up to you which you want to use. You can just give a like composition of these two colors. So I'm using this red color and orange, or you can go with yellow also. Okay, this is done with the background. So let's quickly start our painting. And I'm going to do this painting with our first technique, okay? Wet on wet technique, because I think you'll learn more in that technique. So let's start with that. Okay, if everyone is ready with their materials, then only. Let's give everyone 1 minute. Then you guys can just give me a thumbs up. Then we'll start our painting. Okay, I'm having so many thumbs up. Yeah, Himanshu, you can use crimson, but just try to add a very less amount of color. Like you can add a lot of water in your crimson color because crimson color is really very a dark red, a brighter red. So we need very like a transparent color, right? Because this is watercolors. So just try to add more water in your colors. No, Naz, you can't do watercolor painting on canvas because canvas texture is basically for only for acrylic paintings, and you can't do any water medium on canvas. So you can't do watercolors on canvas, you can't do gouache paintings or canvas, you can't do poster colors on canvas. You can only do acrylic paintings. Okay, let's start our class because I think everyone is ready. So first we need like for this portion, first what I'll do, we need one flat brush. So first we need flat brush. So I'll just talk about flat brush. You can go with any number with bigger one. Just go with 10 number. Absolutely, I'll suggest you. Himanshi, you can use lemon yellow or any medium yellow like mustard or any one. But I think you can go with lemon yellow color.
Ma'am, I'm going with a poster red color.
Okay, you can go with like yeah, no problem. You can use it. Okay, so
Ma'am,
let
I don't have colors.
huh? Who is she? Your name, please. Can you please tell me your
Yeah.
name? You don't have colors.
Yes.
So what you'll do in this class? Can you please tell me? Batao, batao, batao. You can just watch, okay? No problem. Okay, so first I'll apply water on the surface. So I'll cover my whole paper, okay? We have to be very quick, so that's why I've told you about the colors. Because when we are doing this technique now, then we have to be very quick to apply colors. So just we'll do it step by step. The
Ma'am, are
way
you
I'll
applying water?
Yeah, first I'm applying water on my whole paper, like on my whole sheet, because first I'll cover my background color. So that's very important to because we are doing first technique, wet on wet.
Okay, ma'am, please suggest the preferred sheets for the watercolors.
Yeah, you can go with like watercolor paper first, and 300 GSM is very good for watercolor paintings. And you can go with any brand like Brewster or Canson brand. They are very good for watercolors.
Okay, ma'am, only the 300 GSM is much preferable.
Like substitute, you can give it like 200, but we usually suggest 300 GSM.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, now I'll go with red color first. Okay, so I want my color to be little lighter because this color is a little brighter color. So I'll little merge it with orange. Yeah. Okay. So now what I'll do in this direction, like my surface is already wet, right? So it's going to be very easy for me to apply color. We don't have to change the direction of our brush, okay, because it's very important for us to apply color like this, because otherwise you can't see that smoothness in the surface. Okay, I'm done with this color. Now I'll quickly just wash my brush and I'll take yellow color, a little bit yellow color. And now I'll merge my yellow color with my orange color at this point. Okay, so as you can see, I've added two colors here. So now what I'll do, I'll have more yellow color here, a little yellow, and then orange. That reflection of our sky. So let's be quick. I'm having yellow color and I'll make yellow. This is not complicated, right? Because this is just the reflection of your sky. That's it. So first what I've done, I've added orange color and then I've merged orange with yellow and then yellow and orange. That's it. This is what we have done. I can add a little yellow here. You can make your this portion a little darker because I want to make that gradient shade, right? So for that shade, we need.
Ma'am, mine did not came like gradient at all. It just came like super red, super real, and super orange.
What is your name? I can't see your screen actually.
My name is Mystery, ma'am.
Okay,
Mine just
Mishri.
came out like
Okay.
this. It came
No
like
problem.
that.
No problem. I think because you're using poster colors, right?
Yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
using, yeah, poster colors.
Yeah, because of poster colors, because poster colors are very darker in nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they never replace watercolors. So it's like they are little similar to gouache colors. So it's fine. Like they are darker in nature. So
आज नहीं है.
no, no problem.
2 minutes रुको. मैंने अपने class. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, just make it little darker. No problem. We can't do it anything, right? Because you have poster colors. So
Ma'am,
it's
but it
fine.
looks so beautiful also in poster colors.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful in poster colors.
Yeah, actually poster colors and gouache colors are very, very amazing mediums, you know. I don't think so. Like you have heard about gouache colors, but
I heard it, ma'am.
yeah. So I do gouache paintings also, and they are amazing. Like those colors are super super amazing.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay,
I'm done with the first part, I guess.
okay. Just let.
Ma'am, I'm Shruti, and I just want to ask. Suppose we are going to make a painting, like a landscape or something, like a portrait. So, how can we differ whether I can use whether the watercolors are much preferable or the poster colors are perfect? So, how can we make the difference?
Okay, see, it depends on your choice, right? Because every medium is amazing at their place. Like I started my journey with watercolors, but then now like I'm totally in gouache colors. But like watercolor is something which I really love because मैंने यहीं से starting की थी. So it
Okay.
depends on your medium, like what you like. When you'll understand more all the mediums, when you learn about them, when you do practice, then it depends on you, like which medium is good for you. So every medium is amazing, but I think watercolor is little difficult because every other medium is like they are opaque in nature, but this is something how to hold the color and how to make that amazing painting with waters and everything. So I think you should prefer watercolors. Every other medium you can learn in like few months, but this medium is something which you can explore more in this medium.
Okay, ma'am. One thing more, is there any specific paintings, like we have many like folk paintings, mandala arts, that we can do in watercolors, and that the other paintings we
Absolutely.
can do in the.
No, no. It's like how you are creating your own creation. Like you can do mandala or anything on watercolor also. So it
Okay.
depends on you because mandala is mostly what we do it with pens, right?
Yeah.
So with that pens, if you are creating any watercolor painting, then you can just do mandala on that. So it's your choice.
All
Also,
right. All right.
guys,
Thank you so much.
thank you, Ankita, for bringing that up in the chat box. Would request everybody to be on mute until and unless she's done with the painting. Request everyone to be on mute. We'll give you 5 minutes of time to get your questions answered. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm done with this part because my surface is dry right now. So we have to be very, like, we don't have to be very quick with all the layering part in watercolors. Like, if your surface is dry, then only you can add any other color on the top of it. Otherwise, what will happen? All the colors will merge at a time. So now I am adding black color. So because of that, I have to see like my surface is totally wet. Yeah, now I can see this is bit dry. So now I'll add black color. So now I'm using my smaller brush, my round brush. Okay. So you can go with your,
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. I'm
yeah,
bothered. Using the brush to the size on show, ma'am.
yeah, what?
Brush size show, ma'am, please.
She wants to know the brush size, and also
Yeah.
we will be needing your questions in the chat box only. We'll be taking it up from there. Nobody unmutes themselves, please.
Okay. So this is my brush number. Okay. 0 or 1. You can go with my number is 0 number brush. 0 number brush for now for this element part. Okay. Now we need black color. So you can go with black color first. So now you can just do it with me the way I'm doing, how I'm adding black color and what I'm trying to make. Okay, so this is going to be my area where I'll add black color. So we are making mountains here. So as you can see, like they are very far from us. So I'm not making any like any rough sketch. This is just what I do. But if you can't make this with uh, like brushes, first you can just make uh, with pencil mountains, or if you're comfortable with brushes, you can just do that also. It's your choice how you want to make your mountains. Because I think watercolor medium is very amazing, so you can just practice it without any like any type of outlining with pencil or anything. The most relaxing painting, like if you are doing any work the whole day and then you can just do watercolor paintings now or practice it. It is so amazing in this time, like in this pandemic or COVID time. It's very good to learn something new on daily basis. Okay, now I'll take like uh white color. Okay, I'll make a moon here at this point, or what you can say sun. Like this is something related to sunset painting, right? We can create one sun here. with white color and then some shadow at this point. Like I'll just show you. Just try to have your white color little opaque in nature, because if you'll add a lot of water in that, so we can't see white color, right? So we need our white color to be little opaque. Okay, so I'll add here. You'll see it just fade. Okay, I'm making it a little darker. You can just see it here at the top of this mountain, white color. Okay, am I not audible? Okay, Vinayak. Thank you so much.
You are, ma'am, actually, but I guess they're asking you to speak a little louder. But I guess that's how she speaks, guys, which is
Yeah,
fine.
I
Obviously.
think I'm audible. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll try to speak loudly. Okay, so here I've made this. And now what I'll do, I'll just make a little reflection at this point here. White reflections.
I'm not able to see the reflection actually.
Actually, this is white color, na? Just 1 second. I think now you can see it here at this point. The struggle is because of white color, I know, but the reflections are going to be good with white color only. That's why I'm making it. No problem, just wait. Maybe I'll do something for you कि आप लोगों को reflections अच्छे से दिखे. If I'll create the surrounding with more black, then white is going to be visible more.
White is getting mixed with the orange and yellow. That's the white is actually getting mixed with orange and yellow.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine. Like 1 second. I think now white is visible a little bit. I think so.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, should we draw lines or a circle for the reflections?
No, lines. We are going to make lines for the reflections. Small lines, okay? Not circle. This is just a smaller part of a painting, so not this is nothing that much bigger thing. So because now I'll make one tree here. Okay.
Ma'am, kindly zoom it, ma'am.
1 second. How to zoom it with phone? I don't know that. Okay, I think my painting is visible to everyone. I don't have to zoom it right now. I think so.
It is clear, ma'am. It is.
Yeah, it is fine.
Okay. Like there are so many students, I think they can't see it. I think so. Okay, so now we need black color for that one tree. Okay, so I'm taking black color with same brush, because whenever we are using like making any small things and very miniature things in our painting, na, at that time we need 0 or 1 number brush, because with those brush it's very easy for us to make all those elements in our painting. So at this point, We are not going to make any leaves or anything in our tree. This is just going to be a little autumn season thing. So this is going to be like this only. Okay, now I'll just make 2-3 birds in the sky. Because I think our painting will look incomplete without birds. So I'll make 2-3 birds in different directions. A little smaller one here so that it looks like they're far from us. One is here. Okay, actually I like birds a lot, so सब पेंटिंग में आ ही जाती हैं. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm done with my painting. This is it. Like we have added a lot of things in this painting. Like mountains are also going to be there, and tree, birds, and background color. Thank you, Vinaya. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm having so many reactions. Thank you, Ankita. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your appreciations.
Amazing, Anam. I'm enjoying the emojis as well.
Yeah, same, yeah.